When you look at a world map, Germany doesn't seem all that huge. But look at what's happened over the last century. It survived 2 world wars, hit absolute rock bottom, rose literally from the ashes, was torn in two, and then ended up running the global economy. So how on earth did that happen? Today, we're not just going to write it off as classic German discipline. From speed limit-free highways to the dark, foggy forests of the Brothers Grimm. From the döner kebab capital of the world to giant industrial hubs, we're diving into every single corner of Germany. Germany's geography isn't just a single picture. As you travel from north to south, it feels like you're passing through 3 entirely different countries. Up north, you're greeted by flat, windy, sea-scented coastal plains. Historic port cities like Hamburg and Bremen drive the heartbeat of maritime trade here. Move into the centre, and you'll find rolling mountainous landscapes packed with deep valleys and every shade of green imaginable. Right here lie the legendary Black Forests, the inspiration for countless fairy tales where trees grow so dense that sunlight barely scrapes through. Head down south into Bavaria, and you'll hit the skyscraping Alps, Germany's highest peak, the Zugspitze, and Neuschwanstein Castle, looking like it flew right off the cover of a storybook. Connecting this stunning landscape are the Rhine and Danube rivers, acting as the nation's economic arteries. In short, Germany didn't just admire its natural environment, it turned it into a massive logistics powerhouse. When we shift to the economy, we run right into a mind-blowing historical irony. Ever wonder how the famous Made in Germany label came to be? Back in the late 19th century, Great Britain forced German imports to carry this stamp to protect its market from cheap, knock-off goods. The goal was to warn consumers away from low-quality German stuff. But Germans took engineering and precision manufacturing to such an obsessive level that what started as a mark of shame became the world's ultimate badge of quality and engineering excellence. But is the German economy kept afloat solely by massive automotive giants? Not at all. The real secret weapon is the Mittelstand. Family-owned, medium-sized businesses you've probably never heard of, yet each holds a global monopoly in its own niche market. Imagine a small factory in a quiet German town producing 80% of the entire world's surgical scissors or juice bottle caps. That is how an economy turns into an unshakable fortress. France has Paris, England has London. But Germany operates on a completely different model. Thanks to its federal structure, every city acts like its own kingdom with its own unique superpower. Berlin is the capital of politics, free spirits, artistic madness, and underground nightlife. Munich is the heart of wealth, Bavarian traditions, high-tech innovation, and, of course, Oktoberfest with its giant beer tents. Frankfurt, with its gleaming skyscrapers, is the financial hub of Europe, essentially the continent's Wall Street. Hamburg stands out with its canals, massive port, and crisp North Sea breeze, and Cologne, with its breathtaking Gothic cathedral and vibrant locals, represents Germany's warmest, most welcoming face. Yet Germany is far more than just factories and heavy industry. This is the land of thinkers, where minds like Kant, Nietzsche, and Marx rewrote philosophy and where Beethoven and Bach permanently reshaped music. But step into daily life and you'll encounter a completely different set of rules. You can't just throw a plastic bottle in the trash, you drop it into a recycling machine and get your deposit back. Recycling and environmental awareness are practically unwritten law here. On Sundays, a deep quiet falls over the cities, shops are closed, and making noise or running power tools is strictly forbidden. Then there's the cultural connection that hits close to home. The story of Turkish migration that began in the 1960s has made the Turkish community an irreplaceable part of Germany's culture and economy. Today, when people think of German street food, the first thing that comes to mind, right alongside the classic German sausage, is the famous German-style döner kebab, adapted by Turkish immigrants right on the streets of Berlin to fit local tastes. In short, Germany is like a fascinating mega machine where cutting-edge technology, strict order, and deep history coexist, alongside highways with no speed limits. If you could live in or visit Germany, which city would you want to see first? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.